Hello students, how are you? I think all of you are fine. Welcome to Jitendra Khandelwal chemistry classes. In the previous classes, we have studied about the valence bond theory. We have studied about the isomerism found in octahedral and tetrahedral crystal field theory. Tetrahedral coordination polyhedra. We have studied square planar complexes. We have studied about the octahedral crystal fields. We are just going to study about the crystal field theory. According to this theory, the bonding between metal ion and ligand species are purely electrostatic. The ligands are treated as point charges if they are anions and dipoles if they are spherical molecules. The 5d orbitals in an isolated atom or ion is same in energy, that is why they are degenerate orbitals. However, in an asymmetrical crystal field, the d orbitals are not more same in their energy, but they split into two different sets of orbitals, T2g and Eg orbitals. The splitting actually depends upon the nature of the crystal field only. Now we are just going to study about this crystal field splitting due to ligands. The dx square minus y square and dz square orbitals actually point towards the ligands only. That is why they are raised in energy. They are raised in their energy as compared to the average energy level. And dxy, dyz and dzx orbitals do not point towards themselves in between the axes only. On the other hand, dx square minus y square and dz square orbitals point towards the ligands along the axis only. So in this way, we are just drawing a diagram so that it may be clear for you. In this way, ligands point towards the center metal ion atom or ion in the coordination sphere along the axis only. So as a result of it, and they actually point towards themselves along the ligands only. That is why they are more repelled by the d orbitals of center metal atom or ion in the coordination sphere. Dx square minus y square and dz square orbitals are more repelled by the ligand species. That is why they raise in their energy above the average energy level. On the other hand, dxy, dyz and dzx orbitals are not more energy as compared to the average energy level, because they do not, dxy, dyz and dzx orbitals do not represent themselves along the axis only, but the lobes of the dxy, dyz and dzx orbitals lie in between the axis only. That is why they are less in their energies as compared to the average energy level. Now we are just going to study about the splitting of d orbitals as a result of interaction of them with the ligand species only. So first of all, this is energy 3, 4, 5 in the presence of ligands. स्फेरिकल क्रिस्टल फिल्ड कब तैयार होगा? जब तैयार होगा क्रिस्टल फिल्ड जबकि लिगेंड एक डेफिनेट डिस्टेंस पर है सेंटर मेटल एटम और केटायन इन द कोऑर्डिनेशन स्फीयर से एक डेफिनेट डिस्टेंस पर उपस्थित है, जो कि इक्विलिब्रियम डिस्टेंस कहलाती है. वहाँ पर डीजेनरेट ऑर्बिटल्स की एनर्जी कुछ but their energy is raised up about a certain magnitude. That is, in a spherical crystal field, their energy is increased and now और ज़्यादा दूरी और ज़्यादा नज़दीक लेकर के आएंगे जब लिगेंड स्पीशीज़ को, तो एसिमेट्रिकल क्रिस्टल फील्ड प्रिपेयर होगा. और एसिमेट्रिकल क्रिस्टल फील्ड के केस में इनकी एनर्जी जो है वो डी ऑर्बिटल्स जो है वो दो सेट्स ऑफ ऑर्बिटल्स में स्प्लिट हो जाएंगे. एक तो होगा हमारे पास T2g सेट T2G सेट और एक हो गया हमारे पास EG सेट। हर एक T2G सेट जो होगा वो एवरेज एनर्जी लेवल से 2/5 डेल्टा O कम होगा, और ये EG सेट जो होगा वो 3/5 डेल्टा O से, और इन दोनों का मैग्नीट्यूड जो होगा हमारे पास ये कहलाएगा डेल्टा O। डेल्टा O represents the octahedral crystal field splitting. Now in this way the splitting of the orbitals is known as crystal field splitting, and the energy difference between the T2G orbitals and EG orbitals is known as crystal field stabilization energy. Now we are just going to study about the next important kind of thing that is very important for us to know, that is how we will just be distributing the electrons in these T2G orbitals and EG orbitals. It actually depends upon the this actually is formed on the basis of Hund's multiplicity rule, and according to the above principle we will just be finding out the electronic configuration of these kind of complexes very easily. Now let us study about this. For D1 to D3 species, all the electrons will be filled up in the T2G orbitals only. For D1, the configuration will be T2G1, EG0. D2 configuration, the crystal field electronic configuration is T2G2, EG0. In case of D3 configuration, the distribution of electron in T2G and EG orbitals is like that, T2G3 EG0. D4 के केस में अब इलेक्ट्रॉन्स का डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, इलेक्ट्रॉन जो है T2G ऑर्बिटल में जाता है या EG ऑर्बिटल में जाता है, डिपेंड्स एक्चुअली ऑन द crystal field of the ligand or species, if and the pairing energy of pairing, if delta O is greater than T2G4 EG0. In case of delta O is less than P, तो इस कंडीशन में क्या कहलाएगा ये T2G डेल्टा O is greater than P, और इस कंडीशन में पेयरिंग हो जाएगी इलेक्ट्रॉन का वन ऑफ द T2G ऑर्बिटल्स में, और इन दिस केस लो स्पिन कॉम्प्लेक्स विल बी फॉर्म्ड। लो स्पिन कॉम्प्लेक्स इज फॉर्म्ड स्ट्रॉन्ग फील्ड लिगेंड की प्रेजेंस में ऐसा होगा, स्ट्रॉन्ग फील्ड लिगेंड, स्ट्रॉन्ग फील्ड लिगेंड एंड लो स्पिन कॉम्प्लेक्स, लो स्पिन कॉम्प्लेक्स। D5 कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में T2G5 EG0, again the same thing, delta O is greater than P, strong field ligand and low spin complex. D6 में भी हम यही बात बताएंगे, T2G6 EG0, strong field ligand delta O is greater than P and low spin complex. D7 T2G6 EG1. अब now all the electrons will be filled up in the EG orbitals only. तो D8, D9 और D10 इनमें इलेक्ट्रॉन जो होगा वो इनमें इलेक्ट्रॉन जो फिल किया जाएगा that will be in the EG orbital only. T2G6 EG2, delta O is greater than P, strong field and low spin complex. D9. Now in the case of D9 configuration, the distribution of electron in T2G and EG orbitals will be like that. T2G6 EG3, and D10 configuration T2G6 EG4. Now in the case of weak ligand field, the distribution of electron in T2G and EG orbitals will be like that, which we are just going to study here only. From D4 configuration, weak field ligand In weak field ligand, the pairing of electron will not take place because delta O is less than capital P. That is why the configuration of T2g orbitals and Eg orbitals will be like that: T2g3, Eg1. In case of D5, weak field ligand, and in this case one of the important kind of thing you just have to keep in your mind is कि D4 configuration D5 weak field ligand की presence में high spin complex बनेंगे, high spin complex, और हाई स्पिन कॉम्प्लेक्स बनेगा या लो स्पिन कॉम्प्लेक्स बनेगा ये एक्चुअली में डिपेंड करेगा ऑक्टाहेड्रल या फिर टेट्राहेड्रल मींस क्रिस्टल फील्ड की ज्योमेट्री पर भी डिपेंड करेगा कि हाउ मेनी नंबर ऑफ लिगेंड्स पर भी डिपेंड करेगा, और लिगेंड्स का अरेंजमेंट किस तरह से है कोऑर्डिनेशन पॉलीहेड्रा में, इस बात पर भी डिपेंड करेगा, मतलब कि क्रिस्टल फील्ड की नेचर पर भी डिपेंड करेगा. नाउ वी आर जस्ट गोइंग टू स्टडी अबाउट द कॉन्फिगरेशन ऑफ D5 इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ वीक फील्ड लिगेंड. Delta O is less than P. T2g 3 Eg2 high spin complex. D6 weak field ligand delta O is less than P, that is T2g4. अब यहाँ पर splitting pairing हो जाएगी. As a result of it, configuration will be T2g4 Eg2. D7 again in presence of weak field ligand delta O is less than P. T2g5 Eg2 high spin complex. D8 weak field ligand delta O is less than P. T2g6 Eg2 high spin complex. D9 again the same thing, T2g6 Eg3 high spin complex. D10 T2g6 Eg4. In this way we will just be distributing the electrons in the T2g and Eg orbitals on the basis of the crystal field theory. Crystal field theory